When you are factoring quadratics, you often need to generate all of the possible factor pairs of a particular number. And that can take a while and it takes some practice, but there are some things that you can do to make the process go a little bit smoother. So I'm going to do 3 examples and just talk you through how I would factor these. I always start with 1 times whatever the number is. And sometimes that is the factor pair that you want when you're doing your factoring of quadratics, in which case you don't need to go any further. Now, if something is even, then you know it is divisible by 2. So you know that 2 will be a factor. And you can grab your calculator and do the division out if you need to. So 60 can be factored into 2 times 30. 51 is odd, so not going to be divisible by 2. And then if you need to, you could go grab your calculator and do 36 divided by 2 to get the 18. Now, to see if something is divisible by 3, you add the digits together. Okay, so we could have 6 plus 0 is 6, 5 plus 1 is 6, and 3 plus 6 is 9. If the number that you get for the sum is divisible by 3, then the overall number is also divisible by 3. So, and then you can use a calculator to do the division out. So we could do 60 can be factored into 3 times 20. This is 3 times 17, and this would be 3 times 12. Now, to see if something is divisible by 4, you look at what you got when you divided it by 2. If you're left with another even number, then yes, it is divisible by 4. And then you can just take this number and divide it by 2 again to get whatever number is there. So 30 divided by 2 is 15. It's mostly like I just took a 2 and moved it over to the other side. This was not divisible by 2. This one was. And so we would have 4. 18 divided by 2 is 9. If it ends in a 5 or a 0, it is divisible by 5. This will be 5 times 12. If it is divisible by both 2 and 3, it is divisible by 6. If it is divisible by both 2 and 3, divisible by 6. And once you get to where the 2 digits are as close together as possible, so 6 times 6, you know you've found all the pairs. Might want to check a couple more over here. Not 7, not 8, because when I divided it by 4, I was left with an odd number, so I don't have any more 2's in there. And not a 9, because when I divided it by 3, I didn't have another 3 in there. And so now I have all of my possible factor pairs for all 3 of these. And that's pretty much how I would go through generating those lists as quickly as possible. And a calculator is available to help speed up the process as well.